We wash our hands and preheat the oven. I get the mixing bowl down from its shelf while she heads for the box of Duncan Hines muffin mix in the cupboard. We hear a dull thwump sound from someplace beyond the dining table where we've set up our workstation. "What was that?" she asks. And I tell her it was either the New York Times being plopped at our doorstep or her great-grandmothers, both accomplished bakers, turning in their graves. I snip the bag of dry ingredients open, and she pours it in the bowl. She tells me that her pal Fiona would like to be a pastry chef when she grows up. She's going to make squillions and squillions of cookies and cover them in rainbow frosting. I asked Jules if she'd like to do that, but she remains committed to a career in the ballerina industry. "I wanted to be a ballerina when I was 6, I say, pirouetting to the refrigerator for a couple of eggs. "So what stopped you?" "Yeah, leave it to a first grader to ask the $64,000 question." There's the short answer, my distinct lack of athleticism and grace, coupled with an abiding love of all things potato. And then there's the longer answer, the one about having the confidence and guts and perseverance to go after what you want. The one about the need for approval and the fear of failure, and in my case, the even greater fear of success. I measure 3/4 of a cup of whole milk and reply, "I turned 7. I like being a writer. You get to wear a lot of black sweaters and claim to be on a ridiculous deadline when your mother calls, but I do catch myself wondering from time to time about the road not taken. Julia plants 6 blueberries in each paper cup of batter, our secret trick to make these muffins taste like the real deal, while I wipe sticky splotches off the table and imagine what might have been. Hell, I could have danced Swan Lake. Anyway, that's the fantasy. As for becoming the next Dame Margot Fontaine, there is an excellent chance I'd have jetted straight into the orchestra pit and crushed a cellist 11 seconds into the first act. We put our muffins in the oven and set the timer for 18 minutes. Julia announces that she will be using this period to have 3 babies and take them swimming. I will use my 18 minutes to shake off all dreams of a road less traveled. You make the choices you make based on what you know about yourself and what you think you know about the world. And sometimes the world will turn around and break your heart. But other times, a 6-year-old will saunter in with 3 dolls wet from their swim lesson. The 5 of you will sit down to blueberry muffins, and the reality of what you wound up with will suddenly seem like the only possible choice. It just couldn't have turned out any other way.